Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Coming up, two teams who share a city, they're not going to share this victory. It is the Rams and the Chargers on EA Sports. Gonna begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry now for Kyron Williams. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for the run to be brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Slot man motion over. First down, and they go right back to it. And second down is going to be a big tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up with an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Zephyr. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You fight through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Zephyr now on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shinsey threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion is just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. It's a good punt there. They're picking their own 8. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week. There's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Going for the scoring. If they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. They got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down. There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there.
And this one doesn't go far. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And no success on the big punt. Now it's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's Terrell Brown's out.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Stafford from the gun. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Moving to peel the target on that third and goal.
It's third down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Here he goes, third and long. Gets it holding out, they're ready to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Stafford sacked.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And they are able to get their first 3 points in this game.
Once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to go. Yeah. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it across the 35-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
There's second and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Herbert. Quick slam, here's the kick. And he's all the way across midfield, down the inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. So that's going to be good for an LA first down. Working quickly here.
First down.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First down from the 42. Here's Herbert. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. Herbert's to throw once more. He's going to try another deep one here. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Herbert. He finds Justin. He runs it to the 25. He's brought down. Offensive injury up here.
13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And what did we think was going on there, Brock? He just spiked it on first down. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing now, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Gain of 8. Brings up
There he is on third and short. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock will do at least force this fourth down.
And that was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Trying with Hampton. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
That's 1 quarter done in our showdown of LA teams. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the seconds, and they are thinking points.
Set. Black 80, black.
only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
These are some of the hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a design run. Well, they're not going to get him a bench on this 2nd down. But good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Third down, go to Hampton. Strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The final battle scene from a movie, Kate. Two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to turn backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. On the counter, it's Hampton. And the defense escapes. He had a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
Driving into the run, it's Williams. Rob for the first guy who's back. No gain on that 1st down run. First play of the drive lost a yard. Needed to get it back. And some change here. 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Top target, quicker to come up. And this gets him well away from danger as he is out past their 20. New 7 downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We got 2nd and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Rob, who are short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
100%. You give up a big run, but too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Early tight end in motion. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Next on the crosser. That's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, but you notice gives more blockers up front. But it also keeps the defense in be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways. Defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The coverage team is there as he fields it. Almost nothing on that return before he stops. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They go play action. Here's Herbert. To the right, holding by McConkey. He's going to get it all the way up here, that 30-yard line. That is step or 2 shy of it. All set now, 1st and 10.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. McConkey's got it again. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set back Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And they're going to throw on the spot. Trying to catch him off guard. They are full run and face by making him charge it. Got there to take him down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long. Third and long for him here. Gets this to McConkey. Not much doing. He stopped quickly. And the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. So on fourth down, out runs J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And here we go. It's another fade. He's falling down before he can pay off that game win as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on down.
In these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First down throw here for Sanford. From the pocket, looking for a target. Did not like what he was seeing, but he's just going to hold this one away. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Going for the pistol, Stafford. And he rips this one out over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Lack of points, the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
This one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Mevis able to knock it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of the half.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Well, we checked in with Scott in Orlando. Our 2 teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Here's Evans set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here's Hampton, open and dry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice work for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. Just a yard, and it's third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play, it typically goes for a good more.
Not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force fourth and long.
Looking to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Rams get it back on the fringes of field goal range there at the 41. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
So first down from the 41. They'll run. This is Williams. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Ready.
And in motion, out of the slot. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Safford now on first down. Screen here for Williams. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Safford. Into traffic, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6
Here we
yards.
go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think for Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short of that 3rd down? So many of these players on the field, Jake, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here is Davis to return it. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They haven't been able to find their way on the scoreboard just yet, as the deficit has reached 9 points. Throwing on first is Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball's on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Air it out on 3rd. Complete here to Hilton. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These little short throws, they're high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And we've seen this before. It's a fake. He's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
now on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run walks on the yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Stafford. Completed over the middle. And they stop it. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. On the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. At the 7. And then against this down to the 5-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Double right, Go 60.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Devontae Adams, the touchdown.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point
Stafford's going to
conversion.
throw for it. This is caught. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not going to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Chargers.
There's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. 1st and 10, Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers are still.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Some pass brought in. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 8 yards to go. We'll see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. He's across midfield in Rams territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
The coverage.
It's Herbert once more. Caught quickly on the slant. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. You're going to face 4th and short.
Brings
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're about just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Set.
Here he goes. It's on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Out come the Rams on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. There's Williams to start the drive. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Gain of 12. First down, Rams.
Ano te? Yan, half na rewind itin.
Take one for more.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Slot man motioned over. Stafford now off the play fake. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 30-40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Rams first down.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. He's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They'll move the chains after that kickoff of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Rams.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it when there's sticks you keep on the sidelines and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Right back to Williams on first down. This effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So make a check of that win column for the Rams. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Jet fans, take flight, get loud, and welcome your New York Jets.
Set to go is the kicker Harrison Butker. Monday night prime time is underway. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Now, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine we would do that intentionally for any reason. Can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from the front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, gets the ball rolling.
He's not going to manage to get that for wide even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more complicated.
Doesn't get much Hamilton making a stop.
Brings up third.
Drive entire straights. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look. Shirley didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs, out on offense for their first drive. They're brought out by the 7th-year pro out of Washington State. You and I have known this guy for a long time, Brock. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming the GA and coach. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at the 7th? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
He's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. The shotgun, Minshew. He had it for a moment, but great defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air, Taylor. To the left side, finds Johnson. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
They're going play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Duffy in to pick it up. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Not yet in my lifetime run across a defender who hasn't told me what an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting this offense up for success.
The Chiefs setting their offense out for the second time this game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. 1st and 10, Minshew. He nearly picked it, so couldn't hang on in the end. The offense caught lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you take your defense and keep you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps. Toss it right back to him. You got away with it.
Almost a very quick drive. That drop takers a new life. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun, Minshew. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As defense, you got to see the backs. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. A lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one to a well-placed hit.
Minshew now on 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got that. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, they call that the money down for a reason. Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Right there, he knocks it away. And connects for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board, they go for 2nd. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's a pass across your own crease and not field. It's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Only a yard for that time, so now 3rd and 9. Here he goes, third and long. Yes, he's got it right side. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison. Oh my goodness, they're making it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They start to drive the ball. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. An 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Okay, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Taylor now. So much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They're going to throw out of the gun. Lobs this up left sideline. Look at this. He's got it inside the 25. What a big hitter. 30-40 yards there, and then they set it down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dings and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We're 3-1 on Monday Night Prime Time. A couple of zeros on the board right now. More for MetLife coming right up. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. Throwing, Taylor. Drops back. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Get that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Looking to throw, Taylor. Set up the screen here for Hall. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Anticipating the pass, defense out there and dime. It's third and goal.
Come on. Set.
Here's Taylor to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
And defensively, when you're staring down third and goal, you just want to keep them in the end zone. Just keep them in the field goal, right? No, not with this defense. And not with their playmakers. They're thinking, take it away, and they get the job done.
The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It gives a good check out to start the drive. These two runs towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. from down 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. That one is incomplete. Coming out for the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Matt Araiza to boot it away. Can't evade a coverage season launch. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Jets offense now set to take over. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you, that's what's buzzing on the headsets. And we're on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going again on 2nd. Okay, it's out of 9, Mitchell. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Taylor. The block top is back. And they'll make the stop into the 46-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Jets.
And in motion, out of the slot. Shotgun snap, they'll give to Hall. And limited damage, just a few yards on that game. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as it can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Taylor going downfield, it's caught. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one naps him 33 yards, and a new set of downs too. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Toss play, this is Hall. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Now it's Taylor. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we get flagged down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Chiefs offense has to take over. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score is 7-0. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 runs to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Quickly out wide. Here's Kelsey. All right, short for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. It's Pacheco on 3rd. We have the 1st down and even more. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. To the line and 6. Here we go, 1st down. Minshew looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam over big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a firm favorite.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. We'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. It's all lined up. Full, ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Nico Rumigio. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Kansas City. It's offense has it first to start quarter number 3. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Rolling on first is Minshew. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Minshew working from the gun. And the thrower falls to the deck. And no guys first look at the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. On the shotgun, Minshew. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays dropped. It does force a 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And we expect a kick, but he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
In these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on this fake punt.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They were able to see mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate.
Down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line.
And left is their running back. Taylor. He's under pressure. He goes down. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. 3rd and long for him here. Bringing it over the middle. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And now they're staring at 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be about the 17-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these to really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They will have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play. Jets with the chance here on 3rd and 4. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. We just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
And we've seen this before. It's a fake. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to catch on the throw. That's turned ball down.
bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Try to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go. 65, 6.
This man complete to Johnson. And he's brought down after a short gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. After 19 yards.
They'll go right side with Hall. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line, knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted the foot.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. A couple of really good plays, Brock. Made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They kick by Polk is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy who can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Pacheco. Makes the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of the defense. I think it was a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Gain of 6.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Minshew. This is cut downfield by Rice. He's down almost. Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there, and a new set it down.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10. 30-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Pacheco again. He's got his guys into the red zone for someone to force him out. Offense getting sacks. Here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
That's good. Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll run, Pacheco. He pushes them a little closer to the 3. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
He's right around with Pacheco. He's hitting for him backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. Not seeing much achievement today.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. A jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Keith, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
They don't get the catch they need there. That being was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this one out with ball. Starts out this drive with a nice game and made it 2nd down. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up second and
Here we
2.
go. Jack. Nike, 18.
They go right back to home. Was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and just 2 to go.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hawk, 70.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets with a 10-point advantage. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Hall with the score. They're behind the line, the ball's loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
Okay, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free.
This is cover score. We're not done here yet.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive.
It's no good. So they get it back within 1 score at least, but can't make it a field goal game. That deficit still 4 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
He wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds. It's a great field position starting out.
Let's go. Kansas City.
New notification. Microphone unmuted.
He's taken down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
The 31-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60
Caught
Eagles.
across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment. Defense.
So we jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Tag. 79.
They're going to pass it here. Makes him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Rocco 80.
So the win goes to the Jets. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.